Silence. Not the kind of silence that feels empty or lonely, but a silence that is alive, brimming with subtle energy. It is the kind of quiet that settles over the land like a gentle blanket, inviting you to pause, to breathe, to simply be present in the moment. In the heart of the Canadian wilderness, this silence is not a void, but a canvas painted with the softest sounds of life. Not the empty, hollow silence of absence, but a silence that feels full, as if the world is holding its breath in anticipation. Here, every pause is meaningful. Every moment of stillness is a chance to notice the world in a new way. This is a silence filled with the music of existence, the gentle rustle of leaves, the distant call of a loon, the soft patter of dew falling from a branch. It is a symphony composed by nature itself, subtle yet profound, inviting you to listen more closely. The whisper of wind through pines, weaving its way between ancient trunks, carrying with it the scent of earth and resin. Each gust tells a story, each sigh of the forest a reminder of the timelessness of this place. The distant rush of a waterfall echoing through the trees, a constant heartbeat in the wilderness. Its sound is both powerful and soothing, a reminder of the forces that have shaped this land for millennia. The crackle of ice on a frozen lake, sharp and sudden, breaking the stillness with its crystalline song. Even in winter, when the world seems to sleep, there is movement, there is life, there is music. This is the peace of Canada, a peace that is not about emptiness, but about presence. It is a peace that fills you up, that seeps into your bones and calms your restless mind, a peace that thrums with life, where every creature from the smallest insect to the largest moose plays its part in the grand tapestry of the wild. Here you are never truly alone. You are surrounded by the quiet company of the living world, a peace that resonates in the very soul of the land, echoing across mountains, lakes, and forests. It is a peace that asks nothing of you except to notice, to appreciate, to be still and let the world reveal itself. Here, nature does not shout. It whispers, it sighs, it hums. The wind dances through the grass, the water ripples softly, and the mountains stand silent and strong, guardians of this ancient peace. It invites you to listen, to truly hear the earth's ancient song, to let go of the noise of daily life and tune into something older, deeper, and infinitely more profound, to understand that true peace is not the absence of sound but the harmony of a living world, a world where every sound, every silence is part of a greater whole. In the Canadian wilderness you discover a different kind of peace, one that is alive, vibrant, and waiting for you to listen. The Rocky Mountains rise like slumbering giants, their snow-capped peaks piercing the clouds. These ancient sentinels have stood for millennia, shaped by the slow, patient hand of time and the relentless forces of wind, water, and ice. Their rugged faces tell stories of upheaval and endurance, of a world that existed long before our own. As the sun crests the horizon, the mountains are bathed in a golden light, their shadows stretching across the land like the arms of history itself. They stand as silent sentinels, witnesses to the passage of time. Through countless seasons, they have watched the world change, glaciers advancing and retreating, forests growing and falling, rivers carving new paths through the valleys below. The mountains do not speak, yet their silence is profound, echoing with the memory of ages past. In their presence, one feels both small and connected to something vast and eternal. Below them, valleys stretch out, carpeted in emerald forests. These valleys are alive with the quiet hum of nature, wind whispering through the pines, the distant call of a loon, the rustle of leaves as a deer passes unseen. The forests are ancient too, their roots entwined with the very bones of the earth, sheltering countless forms of life. Here, the air is crisp and clean, carrying the scent of pine needles and fresh earth. This is a land of vast distances and unhurried beauty. The wilderness stretches as far as the eye can see, unbroken and untamed. There are places here where no road has ever reached, where the only paths are those made by the animals and the wind. In this immense solitude, time seems to slow, and the worries of the modern world fall away, replaced by a sense of peace and wonder. Wildlife moves quietly through these lands, elk grazing in the early morning mist, eagles soaring high above the treetops, and bears ambling along riverbanks in search of salmon. Each creature is a part of this intricate tapestry, living in harmony with the rhythms of the land. The lakes of Canada, countless and clear, reflect the sky like shards of fallen heaven. Their surfaces are so still that they seem to hold the world in perfect balance, mirroring the mountains and clouds above. These waters are fed by ancient glaciers, their purity unmatched, their depths mysterious and inviting. Some are ancient, their depths holding secrets older than human memory. Legends say that spirits dwell in these waters, guardians of the land who watch over all who visit. The lakes have witnessed the passing of countless generations, their quiet presence a reminder of the enduring power of nature. Their surfaces shimmer with an almost mystical quality, inviting contemplation and reverence. In the early morning, when mist rises from the water and the world is hushed, it feels as if time itself pauses to admire the view. To sit by these lakes is to be reminded of the beauty in stillness and the importance of preserving such places for generations yet to come. Canada does not boast, it simply is. Its landscapes are unspoiled, untouched by the hand of man, existing in a state of quiet perfection. There is a humility in this wilderness, a sense that the land endures not for our admiration, but because it is strong and resilient. Its beauty is not a performance, but a state of being. Here, there is no need for spectacle or grandeur. The land speaks for itself in the language of wind and water, stone and sky. Those who visit are invited to listen, to observe, and to find their own place within this vast and timeless world. It is a presence that fills you with awe, that reminds you of the raw, unyielding power of nature. Standing before these mountains, you feel the weight of history and the promise of the future. The land asks nothing of you but respect, and in return, it offers a sense of belonging, a reminder that we are all part of something greater, something enduring, something truly majestic. This is a land where nature reigns, where the wild spirit of the earth is alive in every breath of wind and every ripple on a pristine lake. Here, the landscape stretches endlessly, a tapestry of forests, mountains, rivers and sky, untouched by the hand of time. It is a place where the ancient rhythms of the natural world still pulse strong, and where the silence is broken only by the sounds of life itself. Untamed, unyielding, and utterly free, these wild lands are shaped by forces older than memory. Towering peaks catch the first light of dawn, their snow-capped summits glowing gold and pink. Below, rivers carve their way through dense forests, their waters rushing with the energy of 1,000 storms, feeding the land and all who dwell within it. Every stone, every tree, every blade of grass tells a story of survival and resilience. Moss and lichen cling to ancient rocks, thriving in the cool, damp air, while the ground beneath is alive with the quiet industry of insects and small creatures. The forests teem with life, each rustle of leaves a testament to the creatures that call it home. Squirrels dart between branches, their tiny paws barely making a sound, while foxes slip silently through the undergrowth, ever watchful and alert. The air vibrates with the calls of unseen birds, their melodies echoing through the trees. In the early morning, mist rises from the forest floor, swirling around trunks as flocks of songbirds flit from branch to branch, their wings catching the light. High above, an owl perches in silent vigil, its keen eyes scanning the world below for the slightest movement. Every creature, from the smallest mouse to the largest predator, plays its part in this intricate web of life. A moose wades through a misty bog, its antlers like a crown of branches against the dawn sky. The stillness of the morning is broken only by the gentle splash of water and the distant call of a loon. A caribou herd moves across the tundra, their hooves drumming a primal rhythm on the ancient earth. Their migration is a timeless journey, a testament to endurance and the unbreakable bond between animal and land. In the quiet streams, beavers work tirelessly, shaping the waterways and creating new habitats for countless other species. Their presence is a reminder of the delicate balance that sustains this wild heart. These animals are not bound by fences or tamed by human hands. They roam vast territories, following ancient trails and instincts honed over millennia, living as their ancestors did in a world ruled by the laws of nature. They are the embodiment of wildness, a reminder of a time when nature was not confined. In their eyes, we glimpse the untamed spirit of the land, a spirit that endures fierce and free at the very heart of Canada. We are visitors in this land, guests in the home of the wild. Our presence here is a privilege, not a right. And with that privilege comes a responsibility to tread lightly, to listen more than we speak, to observe without disturbing. The First Nations people understood this. They lived in harmony with the land for millennia, taking only what they needed and giving back in return. Their respect for nature was not a philosophy but a way of life. We would do well to learn from their wisdom. The skies of Canada are vast and ever-changing. Swirls of color paint the horizon at sunrise and sunset, transforming the landscape into a living canvas. Northern lights dance across the night sky, a celestial ballet of shimmering green and purple hues. And always there are the lakes, thousands upon thousands of them, shimmering like jewels scattered across the land. Some are small and secluded, tucked away in hidden valleys. Others are vast inland seas, their shores stretching to the horizon. They are a constant source of wonder, a reminder of the interconnectedness of all things. Even in the cities, nature is never far away. Parks and green spaces weave through urban landscapes, providing sanctuary for both wildlife and humans. Buildings seem to grow organically from the environment, their designs reflecting the curves and lines of the natural world. People walk, cycle, and kayak through the city, their movements fluid and unhurried. There is a sense of peace here, a feeling of living in harmony with rather than against the natural world. It is a reminder that progress and preservation are not mutually exclusive. But even in this haven of nature, shadows loom. The effects of climate change are being felt across the land. Glaciers, once mighty rivers of ice, are receding at an alarming rate. Wildfires rage through forests, leaving behind scars that take decades to heal. The delicate balance of the ecosystem is threatened. The very soul of Canada, a land defined by its wild beauty, is at risk. The silence, once so full of life, is now punctuated by the crackle of flames and the groan of melting ice. Yet even in the face of these challenges, there is hope. Across Canada, people are working tirelessly to protect the environment. Scientists are studying the impacts of climate change and developing solutions. Conservationists are working to preserve wilderness areas and protect endangered species. Indigenous communities, the original stewards of the land, are sharing their traditional knowledge and leading the way in sustainable living. Their voices, once silenced, are now rising in a chorus of hope and determination. Canada is more than just a place. It is a feeling, a state of being. It is the whisper of wind through ancient forests, the call of a loon echoing across a still lake, the awe-inspiring vastness of the night sky. It is a reminder that there is still beauty in the world, a wildness that speaks to the deepest parts of our souls. Canada is a breath of fresh air, a reminder that the earth still breathes, and as long as it breathes, so too can we.